Hey, what's up? So I just bought a Huion GT-220 V2 display, and I just got it set up. This thing is pretty nice. It's pretty slick. I bought this one because looking at the videos of people using it and based on how people were responding and kind of the specs that were promised and mainly the price of this thing, I thought it was a really good value. I've only just set this up a few minutes ago in my room, and I kind of haven't really found an optimal setup yet for it to work in my space, so it's still a little bit awkward. I'm probably gonna have to buy some different cables to get to fit in. But overall, this thing is really slick. You just install some drivers off their website and then it's pretty much good to go. Works with Photoshop right out of the gate. The parallax, which is the effect of the cursor being a little bit off from where the pen actually touches the screen, is not as bad as people were saying. Like, you get used to it pretty fast. I've been using this thing for maybe 5 minutes and I'm already starting to get more used to it. Dude, draw this guy with a huge fucking butt chin. There we go. That's good. It's kind of a mess with the cables. You have one cable to connect the visuals, one cable to connect the USB, and one cable for power. And then there's also a cable for charging your pens. So it's kind of a nightmare. This is like a handsome version of the dude from Oblivion. When you finish the arena and there's the fanatic that gets obsessed with you, that just follows you around. It's a handsome version of that guy. Or ugly, depending on how you evaluate handsome. So yeah, this is really just a video of me kind of getting used to this thing and kind of giving my thoughts on it. There's this really annoying squeak of the rubber nib scraping against the screen, and I don't like that. It makes me feel like I'm scratching the display super bad every time I do anything. And it just is loud too. I've only ever used an Intuos tablet and like Wacom, really basic. I had a Bamboo Fun when I was a kid, and then a couple years ago I bought an Intuos, and it served me well for a long time. But I kind of have a tradition of buying a new tablet with my tax returns, so I bought this on a whim. I'm really happy with it so far. This guy has no forehead. That's fine. You need to put all points into dick instead of brains. That's how you do it good. I have no doubt in my mind that that's what this guy did at the character creation screen. So yeah, everything that's kind of weird at first is just getting used to it. It's the only thing, and that's kind of how it always is with a drawing tablet. Even really simple ones like the Bamboo Fun and Intuos that are just like plug and go. Still gotta get used to them. He has a Maybelline sponsorship. He has an Instagram where he does makeup tutorials. So he has his eyeliner is on point. There we go. Yeah. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. All right. There we go. Should I put the nose in shade? Give him the Kaiji Ultimate Survivor nose. I think holding the pen at a little bit of an angle kind of helps mitigate some of the friction with the screen. That's like the only thing that's actually bad, is the screen friction. But that's probably... Oh, I didn't do it. There we go. That's probably more technique than anything. Beautiful. I love him. Alright, that's pretty much it. It was just like a first look, first feel of the Huion display. I think it's really good. This already is so much fun, and I can really get lost in the drawing now. Compared to working with a touch tablet, just a regular tablet, where I have the tablet sitting on my lap, and I'm looking up at the display, which was my method for my entire life of digital art. It felt like work. I had to convince myself to sit down and draw, and I was always aware that I was drawing the whole time and was making a constant conscious effort to maintain that state. But now with this, just drawing where I'm looking, that makes such a huge difference. I can just get lost in the drawing and in the same capacity as drawing on paper, where I'm not even aware that I'm drawing, I'm just doing it, and I'm just in the zone. Granted, my digital art skills are not very good whatsoever. The price tag on this thing was, I think like $320 or something, which is barely more than an Intuos costs. So I think for the price, this is pretty ridiculous. That's the main thing. Just gotta look at the value. Sweet. Yeah, Huion display. Highly recommended. Okay, take it easy.